Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This feels weird. I feel weird. Nope, I didn't like that. Breathe. I don't even like the way I'm introducing myself. I don't like this. Oh. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Keana, and for today's video I'm going to go over something that a lot of you have commented down below in the comment section asking about, and that is, how much do pharmacy technicians make? So obviously this is really going to vary from state to state, country to country, all of that good stuff. But from where I'm from Connecticut, and my first pharmacy technician job, let me just tell you a little breakdown, guys. So I've done retail pharmacy, I've been a lead tech at a retail pharmacy, I've done hospital pharmacy, just being in central pharmacy, and I also have a new position that I'm currently doing, which is a med history tech position. So all different positions, all different pays, all of that good stuff. So basically I worked at CVS, and when I started at CVS, by the way, when I started, I didn't have a certificate, I didn't have a PTCB, I didn't have anything. My state just licensed you basically, so you can get hired at a retail pharmacy without your PTCB exam, obviously, and the company itself will pay for your state license, and then that takes like a few days or maybe a few weeks to come in, and then once you get that, you can start working under a pharmacy technician position. But until then, you kind of just have to ring people out. You can't do stuff with like drugs, you can't do any of that stuff. So anyways, when I started at CVS with no experience at all, no certificate, I was offered $14.75, I believe it was, at the time. So that's how much I made starting as a retail technician. I do want to remind you guys that my store was a very very busy store. I believe we did a lot of scripts, like was it 2,000-3,000 scripts a week? I believe it was, like, very busy store. Always go, could barely even sit down. I never actually sat down at work. You got like your 30-minute break. I wouldn't even look at my phone all day because I literally would not be able to. Like, it was one of those jobs where it's like really non-stop go. Oh my god, this is so random, but I look so greasy, guys. I swear I'm not this greasy. I was laying out in the sun today and I have baby oil on me still, but I was like, I want to do this video because I see these questions so much, so I was like, all right, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it right now. So that's why I kind of look like this. But anyways, so $14.75 is what I made at CVS, and I only worked there literally a year. It was about 5 months later after that I decided I wanted to take the PTCB exam. I really wanted to potentially be the lead technician. I just felt that I would be good at it, and I really wanted to be a part of the plan with that pharmacy, in particular getting things kind of better, because it was kind of all over the place and stuff. And at the time, my current pharmacy manager had mentioned it to me and was like, you're always putting in the work, and I always see you coming up with ideas for the pharmacy and all these cool things. So I ended up taking the PTCB exam 5 months after, and I passed it, and I do have a lot of PTCB videos. Any questions, guys, comment them down below, because I'm going to make a whole video on the most frequently asked questions on the PTCB, or being a pharmacy tech. So I'm going to do that video coming up this week. But anyways, once I got my PTCB certification, I was offered a lead tech position, which was $17.90 or something around there, around $17, let's just say. That actually ended up going up to was it $18.50 or $18.75 or something. So they actually bumped it up a little bit higher because they really wanted me to stay with them and stuff. So it got bumped up, and that's how much I made at a retail pharmacy, less than a year's experience, and as a lead technician. And then I went to hospital pharmacy, obviously, after that, and a lot of people ask about how, what the difference is from hospital to retail. And personally, what they offered me was like really huge for me, because I'm like, it's a big jump. It's more than $5 but less than $10. I don't give like exact numbers, so we don't have like the feds coming in here and like marking up my numbers and seeing how much I make every year. I just want to keep it a little bit private. So when I went to my hospital now, I was offered, like I said, more than $5 but less than 10. So between
2,000 years later.
So between $25 and $28. Wait, sorry, 23 and, so between $23 and 24, 25. Why am I having a blank on this? What the? So between $23 and $28 was my starting offer when I went there with less than a year experience of retail, no hospital experience at all, is what I was offered. And then let me kind of break this down for you. A lot of hospitals do this. By the way, I'm not sure exactly if yours would. This is kind of something you'd have to ask about. But basically, so we have that flat rate of, let's just say $25 an hour is what they offered in the beginning. So $25 an hour is what we're gonna pay you. But then you also have other rates. So on weekends, I believe it was a $3.75 differential. So that means on Saturdays and Sundays, you get $3.75 more an hour than your base pay. So like the base pay being $25, that means on weekends I would make 25, 26, 27, 28, $28.75 an hour on the weekends. And then they also had, when you're on call, we have something called on call, and that's when my shift is 7 to 3:30 every day, but if I am the scheduled on-call person and someone calls out from the 3 to 11:30 shift, I would have to stay. So that's 7 a.m. to 11:30 p.m. And basically you got, was it like $2.75 more for an on-call shift, but then you also made $50 just right into your check on top of the on-call shift, if that makes sense. So if you're on call for the day, whether or not you get activated, it was just a $50 like extra because you're on call. So anyways, we'd get that differential as well. And then also we have like overnight people who make crazy amount of money. I know some technicians that literally make $29 to $30 an hour, like even being like day technicians. So there's tech 1, tech 2, tech 3. Obviously your experience, you could be IV trained, compound training. There's like a lot of different areas where you can like get these things and like work on these things in the hospital and be trained in these areas that can obviously get your pay up. So pharmacy technicians actually do make a lot of money, or not a lot, but like they do really make good money from where I'm from, at least. And I feel like the pay is definitely getting a little bit more than usual, and I feel like it's kind of going up, which is good because we really do a lot of things. Also, I believe overnight people make like a crazy amount of money, like, and I believe their shift is 9 p.m. 9:30 p.m. to 7 a.m. and it's like 3 days a week it ends up being, and it's basically full time, and I believe they make like a crazy differential. Like if I'm not wrong, I believe it was like $6 differential for overnight, or maybe $5 differential. I never did overnight shift, obviously I have my son, I couldn't do that. So they have a really good differential as well. Like I said, evenings too have a differential. So if you work a 3 to 11:30 shift, I believe it's $2 or $3 more for evening. So you have like the morning shift, which they have their base pay, and you know, unless it's the weekends, and mind you, each shift has that weekend pay as well. So the hospitals I really like because of the differential, and it gives you that opportunity, like, hey, I know I can make more money on these days, these times, why don't I pick up a shift on this day, this time? And then that doesn't even include like overtime, you know. So if you go overtime when you are on call and stuff, overtime gets added, and I believe overtime is time and a half. Is that like a worldwide thing? I feel like I thought there was something for my hospital, like $1 more. I don't know that one exactly. But yeah, and then basically with the new position that I have, not being in central pharmacy and being a med rec tech, which is basically, I can do a more in-depth video for you guys on this one, but basically it's, I go to all my patients, my assigned patients for my floors, and if they're admitted, I kind of go over what they were taking prior to their admission, and I literally document it all. And if I have to call pharmacies, I have to call, you know, rehabs, I have to call, you know, clinics, I have to call all that stuff sometimes to get, you know, verifications and stuff, because you always go off, you know, patient's word and like a documentation of proof. So basically that is like a very important job. It's like if you document something wrong, potentially that could be like a huge mad error. It could be, there's so many things that could go wrong. So it's a very important position, and for that one they offer usually it's a few dollars more. I don't know how it would be at each hospital. Like some hospitals you might have just an even transition of like what you're making in the normal pharmacy versus if you went to that type of position as a medication history technician, if that makes sense. So yeah, I don't know, I've seen a lot of different videos. I've seen a lot of people say a lot lower numbers, but also I don't know like what state that is from or where they currently are. Sorry guys, I'm not being rude, I'm looking out the window because it's like the lake and the cars going by, and it's just like for some reason I can't stop looking. And you guys like my shirt? Isn't it so cute? It's like kind of, I didn't know if both the bows should be in the front or if they should be in the back, or maybe one down, one in the back. I don't know, but yeah, I just want to do that video for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Any questions, comments, anything, you guys know my social media, I'll tag that down below. You guys can always comment down below, and I will see you guys soon with more videos. I've been posting more. I'm super excited to get back at making videos for you guys, and I have a lot of new exciting things coming up that I'm very excited to tell you guys about. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit that bell button and hit that bell button to get notifications for whenever I post. And like I always say, I will see you in the next video. Peace.